Good morning, this is Rabbi Shlomo, first year Yeshiva Tsama Nafshi. This is our first year, Avos, Perik Aleph. If you turn on the first page, we just read the first part of the Mishnah, and the Torah Bailey, on Mel Harkik, Mishakim Rav, is Kabir Larush, Valtis Yais, from the statements. One, you should stay far from a bad neighbor and don't associate with someone who's an evil person, and don't despair from Koronios. That means in the midst of difficulties, don't give up hope that Hashem will change the situation to the better. Hashem, that's one shot. The other shot is, a person shouldn't forget about Koronios. I mean, don't think that things are going to remain the same all the time. Your person has to be concerned that Hashem, for whatever reason might be, changes things even from a good situation to not such a good situation. And the person should be prepared, as Rashi explains. I'm going to read Rashi. Rashi explains here in the second citation on the first page.
I'll teach you She'im ata ashir, and if you're rich, at tiftach ve'ashrecha, don't rely on your money.
Wealth, right?
Refisha paranut memaret lavo, because punishment comes very fast. Lachet tiye kol sha'ah b'fachad, therefore you should be afraid every hour. V'chen hu omer, asher adam mefachet tamid. That says, praises the person who's always in fear.
Or even fortunate, like Asher is fortunate, so he's doing well if he's always fearful.
This is Tehillim, I think.
Yes.
V'chen im ba'alecha ra.
Much Mishlei.
And if something bad comes to you, Al titesh lefisha yeshua korban, do not give up hope, because salvation is close. Love to come. V'chen hu omer, hen lo ketzra yad Hashem Moshiach. And also it says,
it's true. Hey, like it's true. Lo yitzar yad Hashem Moshiach. Hashem's hand is not short to bring salvation. Hashem can bring the salvation. So Rashi concludes both pshatim, right? That you shouldn't be satisfied with the way things are, because things could change. And Ashriyam Adam Lafakim Tamid. And similarly, in the midst of things that are not so beneficial to you, so to speak, that they're not beneficial, but they might be very beneficial, the person shouldn't think that Hashem can't help him out of it. So for that, we're going to go now to the second page and see Rabbeinu Tam. So since we'll start again, because I'm going to just go back to the beginning. We started this last week, but since you both weren't here, so let's start from the beginning. Go ahead.
Hashar shoot the sixth gate. The Pharaoh Shadvar HaMesayim in Alavodat. The Pharaoh, the words.
This like he's explaining the sixth char. He's explaining those things which are helpful in serving Hashem is Yisrael.
And bring close.
Ma'akiv, so that which prevents the things which help your avodas Hashem, and just like there are certain things which help your avodas Hashem, there are certain things which prevent it, which are detrimental, which are hindrances to serving Hashem. So now he's going to be basically speaking about those things which hinder a person's serving Hashem.
Hamidah HaShishit, the sixth level. HaKorot ve'Ha'alot Haba'ot Al Bnei Adam. Okay, HaKorot is the callings?
Well, actually, events.
The events?
And to us, events. The happenings and events. The happenings and events.
That come to a person. Kegon Chidushim Ra'im Otovim, like good things and bad things. Or Shayu ben Matzor, or he was in
besieged. Matzor was besieged.
Or Yalel Malag Gadol, he went up very high.
So he became famous.
Or Ruachon,
he'll profit wealth. He'll gain a lot of profit.
Or Sheikahu Bashavi, or they took him as a prisoner.
Yeah, captivity.
Or Yovad Lomamon, or he lost money. Or Yachalehu, or the sick.
Yep.
Or Echad mi Bnei Beito, or one of his members of his family.
Meaning either was he got sick or one of the neighbors.
Or he was exiled from his land. או חבוש בבית הסוהר, he's sitting in jail, או ימות אחד מהוריו, or one of them, somebody that he loves, died. כל אלה חידושים ברבים, כהם יתרידו לב בני אדם מעבודתהם. All of these things are come to bother, to interfere with the way a person serves Hashem.
Right, so he's saying immediately, like, everything what happens, and especially significant events, traumatic events, whether they be good or bad, right, all these things are in some way going to be interfering with his serving Hashem.
וישכחוהו אותו, and they'll forget him. ויסורו ויסירוה מליבו, or they'll put him out of his heart.
Remove him from his heart. So it's three things. One is tirda le'evanei Adam was to disturb his avodas Hashem, number one. V'ashkuchu osho, they'll forget HaKodesh Baruch Hu. And then the third level is they'll even remove HaKodesh Baruch Hu, like, from his heart, to actually go ahead and do something positive to remove Hashem from his heart. You see this a lot of times. I have to tell you, many times bad things happen to people, and they say that's it, no more. They physically and mentally, emotionally, just do away with belief in Hashem, Has v'Shalom.
אך בעת הזאת יודע ויבחן שכל מזכיר. And this time it's known that that his mind ויבחן שכל כל מזכיר.
But this is a difficult notion. It says, however, Beis Hazos, at this time when these events are happening to the person, you're there, it should be known. Meaning it'll be like revealed. It'll be tested. Each and every intelligent person. Each and every intelligent person is going to be tested, and it's going to be known about what's going to be about this person.
If he's going to be strong, if he's going to be healed. Or if he's going to be strong in his faith, and it's going to last.
Okay, close, but again, this lashon is very different. Hachazak hu harofeh ki im yeh chazak b'minusot kayemes. Chazak hu harofeh, meaning the one who is strong will become weak. Right? Hachazek, the one who's strong, hu rofeh, he'll become weak. Right? Ki im, unless yeh chazak. Unless he's going to be steadfast and his trust or his faith will be continuing. If that's not going to happen, then even if he may be strong at times, previously, he'll become weak at these times when these things happen to him. So if he is strong, then it's not able, all of these events, to detract from his serving Hashem.
כאשר לא יוכלו הרוחות חזקות לעקר הר גדול והמשוב ממקומו. Just as the winds cannot,
strong winds,
to move the mountain,
right? Literally awkward to uproot.
I should go and to put and move it to its place. כל השכל החזק והאמונה העיקרית לא ימישו כל אלה המאורעות. And all this strength of faith.
Kain haskel hachazak. Likewise, just as the mountain can't be moved by all the mighty winds, likewise, hasekal hachazak, a strong intelligence, emuna ikaris, and it's in the primary trust. Lo yimishum kol ela hamoros. They won't be moved by any of these events. Right? Meaning, in spite of all these events, if a person realizes he's being tested, and the way to be strong and successful is that his trust in Hashem doesn't waver, right? Then, in that case, the one who's going to be strong in intelligence and allows his primary emunah, right, to be untouched by all these events, and he's going to be the one who will be successful.
צריך האדם להיזהר בעת הזאת. The man has to be careful this time. וידע כי על זה התנאי בא בברית עם אלוקיו. They should know that on this condition he comes to an agreement with Hashem.
Right, now, so this is where actually we left off last time. Now, up until now he's been telling you what these things do, what they are, what they do, and the way to be successful. But now he's going another level of trying to give us a background of why these things are happening and why a person has to be strong at these times. Why? A person has to be careful at this time. Yoda, he has to realize, who was on this condition, he entered into a covenant with HaKodesh Baruch. It was a special covenant the person entered into with HaKodesh Baruch. He was on these conditions.
ואחרי אשר התנה על נפשו לעבוד אותו, and after,
and so this achri means since. In this case, it means since. Since.
Tsama?
Right, hisna, condition.
His condition on his soul to serve him.
Oh, so now we have another thing. First he mentioned bris. First he mentioned bris is a covenant. That's a very strong pact.
Right.
And since he made a condition with himself to serve Hashem,
he has to fulfill his neder, his promise,
his vow,
and to do it.
Israelite, and to he has to fulfill his vow and the Kayim Israel and to stand by his promise.
וצריך לו להכין לב חזק ואמץ לקבל המאורעות. And he has to prepare his heart strong to accept המאורעות, to do the bad stuff.
Right, so he says he has to prepare a strong heart, and it should be enthusiastic, lekabel moros, it has to be, or actually ametz in this case, lekabel moros, he has to be prepared, fortified, has to be fortified, lekabel moros, has to be fortified to accept the events.
We should think about them while they're coming. וימתינם בכל יום ובכל שעה ובכל חודש, and you should wait for him every day, every hour, and every month. Right, you should
expect him. You should expect him every day, every hour, every chodesh. Omer B'libo should say to himself.
And Yomer B'libo, and he's saying in his heart, Im lo yavo hayom hamoraot yavo machor. If the bad things didn't come today, it'll come tomorrow. Im yom machor yom achar machar. If it doesn't come tomorrow, it will come the day after. Shia says that we will do this, and his eyes and his heart will be prepared when these bad things come. It will not bother him, he won't forget the avodah to serve Hashem. Because he'll be ready to accept them. This is how the tzaddik has to think. He has to think and know that the world is full of bad things, tests.
Well, it's olam naveh hatloy. Meaning this world, ki ha'olam naveh is is the place. This world is the place of kloyot, of not necessarily bad things, but of tests. In this case, it's like tests. It's like tests. This world is a place of tests.
ועל כן עיניו וליבו בהם בכל רגע. And therefore his eyes and his heart should be on them every moment. ועל כן לא ידעוהו ושיבואו ולא יחדלו. And therefore, when they won't bother him, when they come and they will not push him away. ואל יחרידו למי שהוא בטוח בעולם, and it will not bother him to whom we have faith in the world.
So it's like this. It says, he should, again, from the beginning, this is the way of the righteous person. He thinks and knows. He knows this world is a place of tests, tribulations. Tribulations. Yes, Tolois is tribulations. Therefore, his eyes and his heart are always thinking about them and expecting them, at any time. Therefore, lo yitruhu kishivu, lo yechriduhu, and therefore they won't disturb him when they come, and he won't be fearful from them. Yachiridoi. However, the one who will be fearful at that time, right? The one who will panic. Who's going to panic at that time, right? The person who's secure in this world, and he thinks this world is going to remain the same, and everything's going to be going great for him day and night, every day of his life, and he thinks that's the way it should be and has to be. That person's going to be panicked at the time when things change. Riomer, they'll say.
That bad things won't come to me. And his, what's shiloto? Was that by him?
And since right, and since Shalvoso, Yeshalva, his tranquility, right,
will come to him.
Right, Talmud love, he's going to say, this is what this person thinks. The person thinks nothing bad's going to happen to him, and his tranquility shall stand by him forever. It'll be continually like this, tranquility based, right?
Therefore, the opposite of what he was thinking.
Right, and therefore, when it happens to him, the opposite of what he was thinking, good.
He'll be afraid. His mind will
lose his mind. He'll panic and lose his mind.
His faith, therefore, he has to always watch his soul. And he should not trust what's happening in the world at time. Right? He should know there's always something that's going to come. And with this, he will be able to have his work continue.
The service of Hashem will continue. So the person who's going to be successful is a person, as Rashi explained in the beginning of the Mishnah. He says, Ashrei Adam Lefachei Tamid. He's fearful, and he knows that there's going to be tribulations that may come at any time. So then when they do come, he's expecting them, and he's not surprised that they're happening. He'll know how to cope when they happen. But a person who thinks that there's nothing bad that can happen to him in the world, he's going to continue on with his state of tranquility and peacefulness. But when that becomes disturbed, right, he'll panic and he'll lose his mind, he'll lose his faith in the HaKodesh Baruch Hu, and he'll stop serving HaKodesh Baruch Hu. And therefore, the person who's intelligent is always careful to watch over himself, and he doesn't have any trust in this world, not for 1 minute. He doesn't trust anything in this world. It's a temporary world, right? Things that
we're not trusting in Hashem.
That's not in this world. That's not something we were talking about. Olam hazeh. We're talking about physical things. Trusting
This
Hashem
world
is a
is
spiritual.
Hashem's world,
Yeah, but Hashem's running it.
right?
Person's
Isn't there a sense
person's in the airplane, right? He thinks he's going to have smooth sailing, right? And he says, I'm not going to buckle my seatbelt. And they tell you right away, keep your seatbelt buckled at all times. Why? Even the pilot doesn't know when the turbulence is going to come, right? He says, nah, I don't care about that. And walk around, have 4, 5, 6, 7 scotches on the rocks. He's teetering this way, teetering that way. And all of a sudden, turbulence. He's
it
bouncing.
sound like a lot of fun to go through that. But doesn't Hashem conduct the world with justice and mercy?
Yeah, part of his justice and mercy is to shake people up. He doesn't want people to be too solidified and stable in this world. He wants people to realize that what to do, not to simply plan the next vacation. You have to be appointing yourself to serving the Torah. So things get, volcanoes in Hawaii, people thought, Hawaii's a great place. I think they're looking for another state to fill in. Taking applications for the 50th state.
America's overpopulated?
I asked the president, I don't know. Yeah.
What about the idea that when something bad happens, a person should try and understand why?
That's the point, exactly. Obviously, there's always cheshbon and nefesh, soul searching, which has to take place.
So it's not capricious.
No, not at all. It's obviously pointed out. It's obviously tailor-made. And some things that can be global things, that can be personal things, can be things within the family, context of the family, community, right? So a person's obligated to try and think and delve into what's happening and how he is part of it. Now he's causing it. That's what we're learning in the Nefesh HaKaim. And that he's the control mechanism of everything that's happening in the world. Of course, Hashem is obviously the king. He's directing everything in his desire. But we're responsible for everything. Really, we are responsible for everything. Anything that happens in this world, we're the responsibility of Hashem is just going to reflect what's happening with us. Of course, unless there's something which Hashem wants to do in terms of global meta goals, meta strategies and things like that. But in terms of our own personal lives, we're the operative factor, the causative factor.
So in other words, a person doesn't need to be afraid that something completely capricious is going to happen. He only has to be humble and realize that he's not perfect, and therefore things may happen that are appropriate for him. Rather than living in a bubble and thinking nothing's going to happen to me, even though I know that I have problems.
That's the beginning of what we learned. We're coming to the end of the sheet here, but just to make a summary, we could just maybe the fourth citation on the first page. If you want to read that, with Yaakov, you want to read that the basic Akira. A summary.
The fourth from the
Yeah, basically.
Brightso, the Avos. Oh, it's
Perik test, the ninth perik.
I'll teach Yakesh, also to ask Adam in the program, Ella, the Adam meets Kafed, the phone zone. The letter start from Brut. Rather, you should be fearful every day, all day. V'yomer oili shema hayom tavo alai, or alav, Brut. Woe to me, lest today pornography comes upon me or him. Not sure.
Who had been the same applies.
Who had been? Asher Adam Nepached Tamid Yesh
Sheperish.
Sheperish?
Yeah, they explain. There are those that explain.
Oh, it doesn't explain, right, okay. Yesh Sheperish Al Asarat Nefesh. It also explained concerning the warning.
Like a person warning himself. Person warn himself.
Warning the Nefesh. Shalom, he should not become arrogant. When he sees himself.
Well, yeah, Roto
Sees himself in success.
Right, when a person shouldn't become arrogant when he sees himself being successful. He's going and he should think about it, ponder.
He should contemplate Kima Hashem Heita, what Hashem has given him.
When he's been successful, so he should say to himself, through Hashem this has come to me, right?
Oh, Haita, okay, right. Kima Hashem Haita, no. Uviyado, it's in his power to change it, itim, many times.
Right? It's in Hashem's just as Hashem brought this success to me, it's in Hashem's hands to, so to speak, to change it.
Well, Khalif and to modify, to change money, change. I see. So
Situations, to change the situation. Right.
Itim, money.
So that's the point. The person should realize that Hashem, all the good that Hashem has given him, is not necessarily guaranteed, and Hashem can change it any time. So he should not become arrogant if he's successful, and he should always try and continue to serve Hashem as best as possible, whether things are going well or things are going not so great. Okay, we'll stop here and continue next year in a few minutes.